What's up, everyone? We are going to EM BOP for Korean barbecue. It is currently a Monday night, so it might be a little slow, but I think EM BOP is probably a top 5 Korean barbecue in Duluth, Atlanta, whatever you want to call it. So let's go. So one of the reasons we chose this place is because they get pretty cheap specials during the week. As you can see, there's a lunch special there, and for dinner, I believe it is $30 per person. All right, so here's the initial setup. They've got the salt, where you'll get the sesame oil, some sam, which is that like dipping soybean paste mix. Looks like the sesame oil is right here, and then some sort of pesto thing. For the panchan, we've got cucumbers, looks relatively fresh. Some cabbage, macaroni salad, and of course kimchi. Let's give it a shot at the panchan here. We've got the macaroni salad. Very sweet, but it's actually pretty good. Pickle is up next. Oh, that is not that sour. I thought it was gonna be pretty sour, but this is mostly just quick pickle cucumbers. So if you're not super into the acid, those cucumbers are pretty good. And then we've got the purple cabbage. Also not super sour, but it is like a sweet pickle. And the kimchi, I always like the leafy part. I know Koreans are told that the stem is nice, but I like the leafy part. That's actually perfect. Not too fermented, and still very good. I'll actually be using that later on. So here is the dinner menu, and the strategy is always to go soybean paste and egg souffle, as well as corn cheese. We'll ask for rice when the time comes. And then I always like to start off with the brisket. We like to start off with the brisket off the bat because it cooks fast. Thin sliced brisket. And then that's when we move on to the pork bellies. I try not to go to too much flavor, but I usually get the just regular pork belly, thick cut, or I'll do like one of these garlic, sometimes there's a wine one. And pork jowl also kind of a sleeper as far as K-barbecue meats go. All right, this is actually a soy sauce kind of ponzu, so you do have to ask for sesame oil on this. Yeah. This is the regular brisket, right? Or is this the thin sliced? Only one brisket. This is the thin sliced brisket. Heating up. All right, time to go in for the brisket. These are basically ready. Only one kind of brisket, thin sliced brisket, just the way I like it. And I go sesame oil and salt.
It is hot. That's why.
That's very good. The fat to meat ratio is perfect. It's like a nice 80-20 that you can eat a lot of. So for 30 bucks, that's a good deal. I also really like the parts of the brisket that are like really charred like this. Pork belly just dropped. It's pretty thick if you're not requesting the thin slice. I actually like getting served by Korean ajumas more than like young people, because I feel like Korean ajumas are actually like impressed with the way non-Koreans order, but like millennials and stuff are just like, yeah, cool, you want sesame oil, get out of my face. You can argue with me on this, but I think this is the ideal salt to sesame oil ratio. Look at that, nice and fluffy. Is it gonna be too hot? Maybe. Oh, too hot, but it's very good. Very good. The broth on it is perfect. What's crazy about this egg souffle or keranjim is that a lot of places are stopping doing all you can eat on it, especially when the egg prices went up. A lot of them stopped doing it and never brought it back, but for those that are still doing it, shout out all the KBBQ places that still do all you can eat keranjim, because I like to use that as my rice rather than actually go and eat normal white rice or purple rice, whatever's offered. The pork belly has now been cut and it is looking almost ready. Looks really good. I could probably crisp it up a little bit more, but let's just start eating for you guys. This bite is gonna be a little too fatty. Let me pick a different one. This one's better. Oh, I'm not that good at chopsticks. Yeah, EM BOP is still definitely top 5. Usually with these pork bellies, some of them are kind of, the English word is stinky, but I think that does too much of an insult to meats. But other languages have a word for stinky that is not the same degree of insult, where like in Tagalog, pork can be like medyo malansa, or in Korean, pork can be pidine, fish can be pidine, a lot of things can be pidine. But this one, because it's not pidine, you don't have to buy marinated pork bellies like the teriyaki or the honey, and you can just go straight up because just the meat by itself tastes very good, which is a good indicator for getting the pork jowl later on. I'm just going back to that egg. Now that we're at the bottom of it, you get way more broth to egg, and it is so good. It's what egg drop soup is supposed to taste like, in my opinion. I think that's a dream. There is the garlic pork belly. Perfect amount of film. Garlic pork belly has dropped. It kind of burns faster because of the garlic that's wrapped around it, but it looks like it could be good unless the garlic is really that burnt. Garlic is probably not worth, just from a process perspective. Obviously this is like kind of burnt now, but now we have to replace our pan, and my wife just said it's burnt. There it is, that's the pan. It is burnt. She said 100%. All right, so we just got the teriyaki chicken for my daughter. If you've ever been to this Florida chain called Bento, this tastes exactly like their teriyaki chicken. So if you're living in Georgia and somehow miss Bento, especially you UF grads, EM BOP's got your fix. Thin pork belly just dropped. Boom. Thin pork belly is done. All right, here we go. It's time for the thin sliced pork belly. You can see how thin it is. Here we go. Will I like the thicker one? Let's see. This is also very good. I think if I'm doing some game planning, I would stick with the brisket thin because it's thin anyway. And then I would go thick pork belly just because like now I can have that contrast. Because otherwise it just tastes like beef shavings and pork belly shavings. That is good. That is good though. Wild order. UK. Look how small that is compared to my hand. We just wanted to try it. UK is a raw marinated beef that Koreans do. It's like a salty sweet. I know a lot of Americans will be like, oh my God, you'll get sick. Get a stronger stomach. It's good though. Just to cure some of the fatigue, we are back at the brisket. And I think next we'll go back to adventurous. I think we'll do the pork jowl. We're also getting the beef rib short plate. This is the beef short plate. It looks exactly like brisket, but apparently it's fattier. Drop it. Beef short rib plate just dropped. Is it worth the extra fat? I would say for most of these cuts, you're almost at like a 50% fat. I don't know if people like that, but just wanted to show it. Personally, I think it might be too much. Because like, for example, I don't like fatty tuna. I just think it's too much, but let's see here. I got 2 comments. I can see how people think this could be good. I'm not against it. But I think what this becomes is like a testament to how good the normal brisket is, because it's not super lean. It's like the perfect ratio where if you go to other places, I can't remember 9292 off the bat, but other places, the brisket is super lean and you don't get enough fat and you're almost hunting for a fatter option or hoping for a fatter cut. But I think here, you can just get the normal brisket without going for the fattier cut. All right, it's too fatty for me now that like I need the kimchi to cut the fat. There's like, I need a lot more acid. Pork jowl just dropped. I thought it was gonna be thicker than that. I look forward to this. Pork jowl looks like secreto, which is like something that Dave Chang put us on. Secreto, it's a certain pork cut. I'll put it up on the screen, but it looks like secreto. All right, here is that secreto wannabe. Looks really nice. Let me flip it on the lean side. Look at that. It looks good. It looks like a picanha except pork. Okay, that's good. I think my only critique is that because it's pork, you gotta cook it so long that like the fat kind of burns. But this is good, man. Good. Good pork here. Very clean. Very good. So we're gonna finish up here. We're just doing our laps now, but definitely this is still a top 5 Korean barbecue in Atlanta, in Duluth, whatever you want to say. And I think the highlights here, all the pork cuts, however you want it, whether you like it thin, thick, jowl, as well as the brisket. The beef short plate, on the menu it's called thin sliced beef short plate. Too fatty for me, but if that's your stuff, then go ahead and get it. And sleeper pick, that teriyaki chicken kind of hits, man. Great top 5 option with pork, beef, chicken, And probably shrimp options too. So egg souffle, unlimited, top 5, if not maybe top 3 for me right now. So thanks for watching.